Let's get back to the breaking news. An anti-Trump movement picking up some steam among some Republicans. A group of conservatives met today here in Washington to plot strategy. We're back with Sean Spicer. He's the chief strategist, communications director of the Republican National Committee. Sean, there's a lot of focus on some of the rules going into the convention, the Republican convention in Cleveland in July. There's one rule that says the nominee must have a majority of the delegates in 8 states. You're familiar with that rule. Trump has that already.
Well, can I, if I may, let me correct you. What you're referring to is Rule 40B.
Correct.
That rule was from the 2012 convention. And every convention, the week prior to the convention, the delegates elect a rules committee that lays out the rules for the convention that we're about to enter. So what people are citing right now are the rules that the delegates wrote for the 2012 election. And as there were rules for the 2008 election, the 2004 election, and 2000. So when delegates get elected right now, 2 from every state and territory, a total of 112, will go to Cleveland the week before the convention and write the rules.
So in other words, this rule, you're not going to be able to guarantee that this rule will stay in effect for this convention, because a lot of the Trump supporters are saying you guys are already starting to fiddle around.
Look, in 2008, the rule was you had to have a plurality of 5 states. Then in 2008, it was changed to a majority in 8 states. Every convention, the group of folks that go write the rules. Now, just so we're clear, this isn't unique to the Republican National Committee. It's true for like a Kiwanis Club, a student government, the House of Representatives, groups that meet that have any kind of organizational structure. That's how they are governed. They say we're going to write the rules for how this organization that we belong to. So whether you belong to a philanthropic club or a civic organization, almost every normal organization follows the same thing.
So what I hear you saying is this rule may be changed a week before the convention.
It's not that it may be changed. It's that a new set of rules must come into play. That's how every organization, including our convention, the House of Representatives, is organized, so that you write the rules for the session that you're about to go into. It may be the same, it may be tweaked, it may be vastly different, but the elected representatives of the Republican voters will make those decisions.
All right, so the bottom line is, let's say Cruz does not have a majority of the delegates in 8 states. They change the rules, he'd still be eligible to be the nominee.
He'll be whoever meets the criteria that the Rules Committee for the 2016 convention writes will be eligible, plain and simple.
The accusation will be that you'll be accused of changing the rules to hurt Trump and help Cruz.
Well, first of all, we're not changing the rules. There are elected delegates by the Republican voters, and this is the process that's worked all the way back to the 1800s for every civic organization, convention, the House of Representatives. This isn't about the Republican National Committee. Right. This is about how every organization works.
All right, so you may change the rules, but that's normal procedure. That's what I hear you saying. All right, let's talk about this clip. This is Donald Trump yesterday here on CNN.
If we're, 100 short, and we're at 1,100 and somebody else is at 500 or 400, because we're way ahead of everybody, I don't think you can say that we don't get it automatically. I think you'd have riots. I'm representing a tremendous, many millions of people.
All right, that's pretty serious stuff. Yesterday, you didn't think he was being literal when he thought that there would be riots. You thought he was speaking, what, metaphorically or whatever?
Yeah, there's 3 points that I'd make. Number one, whoever gets 1,237 is the nominee. Plain and simple. That's how the process works.
Let's say he comes in with 1,100 and Cruz has 600.
Then we will go to a ballot and have the delegates decide. This isn't a game of horseshoes. This is a nomination that occurs the same way that a vote doesn't pass.
But nobody gets 1,237 on the first round. Guess what? On the second round, are all those delegates free agents?
It depends. But on the House of Representatives, you need 218 votes to pass something. If you get 200, it doesn't count. The Supreme Court case, it has to win a majority. You don't get, hey, if it's a 4-4 tie, the way that the rules are written is the way every major organization works, which is if you get a majority, you win. That's how this will work. So in certain states, you are bound through multiple ballots. After the second ballot, some states start to make their delegates unbound. But to the other 2 points that I'd make, Cleveland's been an amazing host city. They are so welcoming and ready for this convention. We are going to put on a world-class convention. It's going to be for the world to watch how amazing this process works. It's going to be very open, very transparent, very democratic. We don't have a bunch of superdelegates like the Democrats do. All of our folks are elected. We'll go there in a very orderly, open process, elect President of the United States in Cleveland to win it through our nomination
But when
process.
Donald Trump says, I think you'd have riots, then he said it a second time, I think you'd have riots. That sounds very, very ominous.
Well, all I know is that Republican voters and the people of Cleveland are looking forward to an amazing convention that will be done in the most orderly, democratic process that the world has seen. In the eyes of the world, and a number of people will see this have a record number of people that watch it. You pointed earlier to the number of votes, the debate attendance. People are energized on the Republican side. They like what they're seeing. I think our record, our attendance, and our viewership for the Cleveland's going to exceed everyone's expectation because people are excited about what's happening on our side.
And if he's the nominee, Donald Trump, will the Republican Party rally around him?
100%.
Sean, thanks very much for coming in.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I love the pants. I don't know if we can show our viewers those pants, but you're a good Irishman, I must say.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sean Spicer of the RNC. We are getting more information coming into the Situation Room right now. We've got a panel of experts standing by. Stick around. We'll be right back.